What's up guys, gals, and other pals, it's Maelstrom Legends and we're ready for cringe. So today we actually have finally a deck that is both Jund and feels like Jund. Typically, a Jund deck is going to be very focused, it does have Tarmogoyfs, whatever, but it's really focused on the lands a lot of the time. It's hard to build a Jund deck without the lands. So today we're attempting that. We're actually taking the concept of a deck from our opponent in yesterday's video. If you want to go watch that, I'm not going to spoil how they played or what their deck really, their deck was similar but not exactly the same, and I think, I'm not necessarily saying I'm doing it better than them, but I definitely think this is more of a deck that I would play. It's closer to a Jund feeling than probably their deck, but both decks they look really fun, really cool, and I hope that I really only have time to record one game, and so really I hope you can see the power of this deck. You see the Inquisitions, you see the Lightning Bolts, you see the commands, and then the rest of it is I think Bone Crushers can make it in the actual Jund list, but you'll notice that our Tarmogoyf equivalent is probably Lovestruck Beast. It's kind of funny, but we do have some synergy, and it's really sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into the deck tech and try to do it fairly quickly so we can get into a game. So first up we have Edgewall Innkeeper. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has Adventure, draw a card. So that means okay, Adventure, if you don't know, because I know that some people take breaks from Magic or don't necessarily pay attention. And so Adventure, and if you play Modern, you probably have run into Bone Crusher Giant. If you haven't, I'll explain what Adventure is. You can cast it for the instant or sorcery that's in the bottom left corner of the card, and if you do, it goes to exile upon resolution. And then you can cast the creature half of the card, well actually in this case 3/4 of the card, you can cast the creature from your exile and move it to the battlefield. Now, the thing is that you cannot cast an adventure creature from exile if it was moved to exile in any way other than casting the adventure spell. So if I cast Stomp, the Stomp half of Bone Crusher Giant goes to the exile on an adventure. But if, for example, Ashiok Dreamrender mills my Bone Crusher Giant and then it gets exiled, that does not work. That is not a way that I can play my adventure creatures. So that is just a little piece of clarification, but whenever we cast a creature with adventure, so we can just hard cast it. It doesn't even necessarily have to have gone on the adventure, as long as it has an adventure spell on it. So Murderous Rider, Lovestruck Beast, Bone Crusher Giant, Order of Midnight, any of those cards will draw us a card with Edgewall Innkeeper. We don't have 4 of these because it's not as powerful as it was in Standard when we're thinking about Modern. A lot of the things in Modern are going to be a lot of the decks are going to be very removal heavy, and a 1/1, well, it's a Human Peasant, and yeah, it's very hard to keep on the board. So we are gonna distribute our cards elsewhere. So then we have Order of Midnight to return stuff from our graveyard to our hand, and then possibly get extra value out of things like our adventures, and then casting the creatures. And then as a flyer, Scavenging Ooze is a way for us to deal with graveyards while also being able to gain life, buff up our creature here, and it's just a very versatile card. Especially in a meta where everyone's like, oh wait, Uro's gone, which means everybody's gonna go away from graveyard synergies, because who would want to do graveyard synergy without Uro? And then people realize, wait, but Uro was just the control card, not the anyway, basically people forget about Dredge. People forget Dredge exists. Anyway, so this is going to be a way for us to mitigate those graveyard decks, or even those decks with minor graveyard synergy. Then we have Bone Crusher Giant as a way to deal extra damage, and is a chonky boy. Lovestruck Beast is going to be our simp of the deck, where it's a 1/1 and can't attack unless you have your 1/1. The good thing is that Edgewall Innkeeper is a 1/1, and I believe that's only 1/1. Anyway, Lovestruck Beast and Edgewall Innkeeper or Heart's Desire, any of those things, boom, we have a 3 mana 5/5. And if you don't have the 1/1, it can still block. Murderous Rider as one of the only black cards in the deck, but it's worth it. Actually, no, I guess I went heavier into black than I originally expected I would. But Murderous Rider is going to be a way for us to deal with any creature or any planeswalker that we really need to. And then it has lifelink. And lifelink in Modern is more relevant than it seems. And when it dies, it just goes back into your deck. Bloodbraid Elf is insane in this deck, though, because it's just, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. Because if I cast Bloodbraid Elf and I flip over Murderous Rider, I can cast the adventure as long as the adventure is cheaper than Bloodbraid Elf. Thing you have to watch out for, though, is the recent change to Cascade means that the original, like for this Murderous Rider. Let's go with something that's different. Let's go with Bonecrusher Giant. Let's say I cast a 3-drop with Cascade. I will not hit Stomp off of that. I will end up just going right past Bonecrusher Giant. And so it has to be a higher mana cost of the card itself. And then if there's an alternate way of casting the card that's also cheaper, you can choose to do that. For example, for something that doesn't work with, it doesn't work with Valky because you flip over to the 2-drop, and then the 7-drop is no longer castable. That's a fairly interesting new ruling, but it's how it's going to work, and it just happens that you don't have to worry about that with our deck. It's just something to keep in mind if you try to modify the deck. Bloodbraid Elf is one of those cards that really gives us a Junt feeling, though. Then we have Inquisition for discard, Lightning Bolt for removal and extra damage, Kolaghan's Command for utility. Lucky Clover will double our adventures, and that is powerful. Anyway, this version of the list, though, really doesn't rely on Lucky Clover as much as the other versions do, and that's because the other versions run blue, and it runs like whatever the Fae of Wishes, it runs that card, and so it relies more on that. So this version uses Lucky Clover just to like push you over the top. Then we have Cinderglades. We do have a Stomping Ground. We have room for Stomping Ground. If you want to take out the Stomping Ground, add in another Cinderglade. Boom, it's like $9 cheaper. We have Evolving Wilds for filtering. We have Field of Ruin for land hate. We have Forests because it's a big color in this deck. Landmore Wastes as a way to add that black mana, because we'll need it every once in a while, but we need to make sure it's untapped. And then Mountains, Raging Ravine to give us that feeling of, hey, we're using our lands, as the original Jund does do. And then Smoldering Marsh it's not going to be a turn 1 untapped black land for Inquisition, but it'll do. Stomping Ground and Swamp. And that's our main deck. And then our sideboard is Duress, in case we need them. Eliminate for more removal, Terminate for the same reason. Ashiok for Tutor hate and Graveyard hate. Maelstrom Pulse, because I cannot resist putting my namesake in a deck like this. And it's also a very good card. It's a very good card that's going to allow us to get, this deck is vulnerable to basically just decks that go really wide, and maybe even just with tokens, and so this allows us to get rid of that. It also gives us some flexibility on what we can remove. Necromentia allows us to search our opponent's deck for just any card that's not a basic land. So if there's a land in their deck that's particularly troublesome, or if there's a combo piece that we need to get rid of, or even if there's just a card we hate, like the Fairy Time Rattler. Anyway, but eventually, if it's in their hand, then they end up getting 2/2 black zombie. But if it's not, then it's basically free. This is just a way for us to get rid of our opponent, to shut them out of the game even further. then pillage for artifact and land destruction, and that is our deck at exactly 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and upload it and see if we can find the game. I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to go ahead and find us a match. Then I'll resume the recording, and I will catch you right now. Okay, so we have our opponent. I'm going to cue up some music and say heyo to our opponent. So we have 4 different vampire decks currently uploaded, and then budget Jund just in the middle there. So we're going to shuffle up, we're going to draw 7 cards, and see what we get. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. My only preference would be to have to have a red land, but we should be fine, right? Yeah. Let's see what our opponent does. Oh, it's Slivers. Oh my gosh, I don't have any... Okay, I don't have any interaction with them right now. Dang, okay. We're gonna play a swamp. A little past turn. Not a swamp, a forest. Oh my gosh. People always forget when the trigger's supposed to happen. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like a Plague Engineer would be amazing into this. Please be a mountain. Or a red land with swords. Lucky Clover isn't half bad. I do want to play a 2/2 though, in case they don't have a Lord. You know what? They'd probably just save the Lord for Ether Vial anyway. I might just be sending something to the slaughter. Oh, they're definitely playing a Lord here. Show me the Lord. Okay, I thought they might, dang, okay. Bet, okay. There's our red source, and then, so we have Bolt mana open, so we'll go ahead and play Clover. And then next turn what we're going to do is we're going to Blood Braid. Hopefully we can Blood Braid into an adventure, copy the adventure, and get extra value. Okay, I'm going to stay on the defensive here. If they try to play anything, then I will... Wow, maybe they just bluffed. They did just bluff. That's kind of whack. That's not the original artwork. What? That's weird. Predatory Sliver, okay. So they drew this, obviously. Unless they think they can... Okay. Anything. Greedy damage. Well, we forgot that everything is flying. Dang. Okay. So everything is flying, so that's a minor problem. We should have attacked. Oh my gosh, I always forget about Gale Rider. It's a nutty card. Okay, well, do they have anything else? Oh wait, I have to take the damage. I've been saying this entire time, like I'm being strategic that I'm deciding not to block them, and then it turns out I just can't block them. Okay, that's a stomping ground, but we're gonna play our basic. So we're gonna cascade now. So draw to play. Okay, we are going to gonna get rid of their ether vial and oh, maybe they moved their Gale Rider to their hand. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, then send to deck bottom. I don't mind that Blood Braid actually. That was a really good one. I will swing 5 though. I think we can get a faster clock. We're gonna Blood Braid again next turn, and so they kind of have to keep up blockers. Unless they can get away to gain life. Like, is it Leeching Sliver? I think it is. What would be a really good play right now is to play Lord and pass the turn. I guess they're all technically Lords. Oh, there's Leeching Sliver. They might not, oh, they are technically. I'll take 4 off of that and they'll gain 2. This is... Okay. Let's draw. What is it? Edgewall Innkeeper. I wanna cast it, but you know what? We're going to we're gonna Blood Braid. Honestly, we're gonna ignore Innkeeper for now. Because the likelihood that we flip over an adventure spell and cast the creature off of it is very low. Yeah, we'll bolt their Leeching Sliver. Okay, then and we can start gaining life because we can exile stuff. I don't want to lose life for Innkeeper this turn though, so I will... Yeah, maybe they just didn't math correctly. I can relate. Okay, we will pass the turn. Now, if that Stomping Ground were a Cinderglade, then definitely could have played Innkeeper. That being said, I do like Stomping Ground because it's faster. It's a tenth of our budget just with that one land, but it's still a very, like, it's a good card, and it's a card you play in other decks. Okay, let's see what they're gonna activate Sliver Hive. Cool, okay, game 2. Oh my gosh, my computer's being... Okay, sideboard. We don't want Ashioks, we don't want Duresses. We would not mind an Eliminate. Maelstrom Pulse would not be bad. But I think... Then I think what we take out is a... Maybe we don't want to bring pulses in here. We do want to take out... I don't really like Innkeepers here though. Like, I know they're good value engines, but it's just probably not what we need. We'll do that, save deck. It's very risky to keep this hand. You know what? Let's go for it. Like, we're on the draw, and we'll just evolve in Wild's turn 1. So we got a nice play. Turn 2, we are gonna play Lucky Clover though, in case we get any cards with Adventure. We just want the extra value. This is very depressing music. Oh my gosh, the Wi-Fi. Okay, we want... What do we want? Okay, hopefully we can... Okay, here we go. We'll play Clover. We'll take the damage. Now, we don't have a Pyroclasm like what they said, but I definitely would be in favor of drawing a Bone Crusher right now. Okay, yeah, so we'll take 6. I knew that was a very big possibility. They're gonna play the 3-drop, yeah, Frenetic. Yep, never we go. Frenetic is bad because it's very hard for us to get rid of. Okay, let's draw Bone Crusher. No, it's not Bone Crusher. Okay. This is difficult. Okay, let's start off by casting Lightning Bolt on that. They're gonna do it, they're gonna flip it. I assume they're gonna flip, so they gotta call heads or tails first. If they don't, then they... Oh, weird. Oh, okay, I think they're realizing what they can do. Depending on what they do here, like if this goes through, I don't know, I think we just have to play Scavenging Ooze. If they try to flip a coin in real life, I'm gonna be like, no. Okay, head in, it lives. Okay. Oh, I should have done it during their turn. Yeah, this is... Because if I do it pre-combat, it is exiled. So those would be 1/1s, and that'd be a 2/2. That Slivers is a very fast deck and very low interaction. This is difficult. I probably would have preferred. I did really like Maelstrom Pulse, but if you are going to go up against decks like these, then maybe I suggest playing with Plague Engineer, but Slivers is not that common. Why are they putting them so close together? That's 3. Okay. Okay, we have to go fast because we are on a time crunch. For me, IRL. Are they won? Keep existing back. Okay, I don't know if we can really sideboard any better. Okay, that's a lot more capable. Okay, I think we might be able to try to speedy zoom. See if they keep Raging Ravine tapped. Okay, We don't need to get rid of... I want to get rid of that. This is difficult. Okay, so, Bone Crusher that. Oh, we should have Lucky Clovered. Okay, we will be right back. I have to go figure something out in real life. Okay, and we're back. Okay. What would have been really good is to Lucky Clover there, let them play stuff, and then kill both of their creatures. That would have been more value, and for a deck like this, that's kind of what we want. Next turn, though, we'll just Lucky Clover into Double Heart's Desire. I just think that Lucky Clover into, like, turn 2 and then turn 3 into a Double Heart's Desire, Double Stomp would have been sweet. Okay, we'll draw. Oh, we didn't draw the basic, so we don't have what we need. We'll play Lucky Clover now. Okay, then pass the turn. We could have played Scavenging Ooze, but I don't really want to right now. What would be sweet is to draw another land, so next turn we can Blood Braid. But if we don't, then we don't. They're gonna play Frenetic? Yeah. Okay, untap, draw. Ooh, Llanowar Wastes, there we go. We are going to Cascade and hopefully hit. I just want to Cascade with Clover out and hit an adventure, okay? That's all I want out of life. It's not a lot out of life that I want. Just that, apparently. Oh my gosh, why are you going all across the board, lands? Okay, they have to say heads or tails. Okay, I flip a coin. Ah, dang, they won. We are going to keep it as blocker, though. Dumb. There we go. If they swing in here. They let it go through. Why? Why did they let it go through? I'm so confused. Maybe they just wanted to get rid of my one creature. So So what we're gonna do here is we are going to I don't wanna here. We're gonna we might just play I almost wanna just okay, we're in a Heart's Desire. So what do I get? I get 2 humans. Okay, send to play. And that's going to be some extra value for us, and then we, from there, I don't know, I don't want them to play more creatures. Let's see. I'll at the very least lose a life here. Deal 2 to their Leeching Sliver so they don't gain any more life. I know that seems kind of risky with Predatory Sliver, but I really don't mind. And then I will make them discard. No, I'll return Elf. I'll return Bloodbraid Elf from our graveyard to our hand so we can try to do that next turn. Okay, there we go. We'll wait on them. Okay, go harder to kill them. Slightly harder. Untap, draw, if it's a land. Okay, it's not a land. I am just gonna, I could bolt. And I'm taking a risk by not bolting now. No, I'm just gonna play Lovestruck Beast. And then also target one of their creatures. There we go. And then we swing in for 2. Okay, next turn we'll Bloodbraid, unless if we draw a land next turn, then we could Skews with Bone Crusher, and that would be really good. There's Frenetic. Okay, we will untap. What do we draw? It's a land, so we will Skews Bone Crusher. We can do all of this without losing life. And then I'll just pass the turn. I could have attacked with Lovestruck. I think it's fine. Yeah, there's flying. Is that another Lord? Yes, it is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the air. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we will untap, draw, play a land. Yeah, we have to do it like that. And then cascade with Blood Braid. I guess we will make them discard. Ooh, Combat. I think we want to do that, right? This is hard. We will go to combat. We're probably gonna lose here. We don't have a way to deal with flying. Wow, it's not even enough to kill them, I don't think. 6, 11, 12, 13, 16. I can get 17 damage in. If I tapped my lands differently, I could have gotten 18 damage in. Yeah, GG, I lose. Okay, that was disheartening. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know below. I don't know, I really enjoyed this version of the list. I think it really gets that kind of a Jund feeling to it. So if you're looking for Jund on a budget, definitely recommend Jund Adventures. I know you just watched me lose with it, but if you want to see more gameplay, we did go against this deck yesterday. It looks really fun, and yeah, I don't know, maybe we just didn't, we should have just played Clover on turn 2 there. Anyway, I will see you next time.